What up, G's? It's your boy, Prophet74. Today, we're gonna be talking about the finish, the last part of the big monstrosity we have here. Total cost. I'll let you guys know a little secret how much it costs. Parts, time, you know, all sorts of things we're gonna talk about. There was a lot of time involved with all this, but first of all, let me make sure we are live here, and we are live. And I'm gonna be able to put some comments here. If you guys have any questions on the build, let me know how it goes. And I'm gonna try to see if I can put mics everywhere. So let me get the camera out of the way and put it right here so you guys can see it a little bit further up. See if I can get this camera going. Actually, I'm not getting any results on that camera. Let me see if I can get the Logitech. No, camera. There we go. That's better. I'm gonna try to see if I can raise it up a little higher so you guys can see a little bit better of the inside the machine and the power it takes to power this monstrosity. We're going to talk about what I included in here. Let me see if you guys can see some of the stuff on the top too. How about that? A little bit off the camera. There we go. So let's talk about the water pump. At first I had bought this one, the NZXT model. I bought this one. It has a bunch of colors on it. It comes with a small radiator for one fan only. And let me see if I can put it here, or here. Oh, here it is. So let me see if I can put it closer. Oh, this one. There it is. So first I bought it. It's an NZXT model. This is what I was going to include at first, but it's not compatible with an i9. I can make this fit, but one radiator and one fan is not cold enough. It's not. It's going to take more than just of this thing getting cool, because right now the i9, the CPU i9 takes a lot of heat. And let me get my audio here too. I'm sorry guys, if you guys just joined us, make sure that if you guys want to say any comments or anything, go and put them in. I'm actually going to put your comments and I'm going to listen to your comments and any questions you have. So this one right here, the NZXT, you see that? And I replaced it, and I'm actually going to replace the fan and remove the fan. This is the fan right here. This one, actually, this was the fan that came with this system. I'm going to repack it back. It's cold, it's quiet, the system's running really quiet. All the fans are running. All the GPU's fans are off right now because they're not overheating or anything like that. All the memory is packed already. There's 8 slots. It's all full already. Make sure I have enough room. All the slots are full. So the motherboard, the mother is a ROG Strix X299-E Gaming system. Asus motherboard, of course. The only bad thing I found about the motherboard was that I needed an extra connection. I needed this mini USB to be connected. There was not another slot for the mini USB, for the USB connection, because the slot is being taken by the actual tower, the USB tower system. So I had issues where this motherboard doesn't have 2 of them, but there is a way you could actually get this to a smaller version of it. But the USB, it's going to be a pain in the ass. So the only reason you want to plug this in is so the motherboard could read the CPU unit. And once it reads the CPU unit, you could actually see more of of the actual heat. If it's overheating, overclocking, you could do all sorts of things on that. But right now, what I did, I ended up not plugging it in. I just plug in the power. Now, one recommendation I do recommend, highly recommend, is that this part right here, which is the water cooling system, it's a radiator on the top, and the two fans, don't plug them in directly to the motherboard. Have them have their own power supply. They take a 12-volt power surge. Now, there's been issues where the actual fans burn out the motherboard. So my recommendation, if you're gonna have these constantly running, don't run them from the motherboard. Plug them in directly to the power. I did a splitter. 2 of them went in there. 1 went directly to the power, and it powered it up. So my recommendation is plug in directly to the power. Don't plug them in. Don't use them for the motherboard. Save that for later. I mean, you're gonna run into space. Overall, it's super quiet, super cool in there. We're talking about 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. Let me get this bad boy up and running here. I have it running in the background, of course, you know. So it has 18 cores, of course, and all the cores being run right now enabled. And let me put in the camera closer so you guys can see a little bit. I'm gonna point the camera here. I'm gonna move this camera here so you can, if you guys can see the camera and the monitor. Perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. You guys can see it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open. I ran a stress test on this already. Let me see if I can run another test. And the 2 video cards are showing up. And the way you can find out on the print, you got to check the NVIDIA, and it shows you exactly where the NVIDIA. Let's do the stress test right now. There's an iCore on i9 7900. It's all set up. It's running core speeds right now. It's not being utilized as much as I can. Sockets 10 core, threads 20. Cache mode, main, memory. Why don't we do a benchmark here on this one right here? Let's do a little quick benchmark. So we're gonna benchmark the CPU here. If you guys can see it, let me see if I get closer. So we're doing a benchmark on it right now. On the software, and this software is free. You can find it online in a lot of places. And we're doing a stress test on it. Let's do a stress on the CPU. How much we're running right now? 5,800. It's incredible speeds right now. I mean, yeah, 5830. That's what we're running right now. Incredible speeds on it. I mean, just like, this is gonna be old in a couple of years, but right now.
Lone Star, hello.
What's up, Lone Star? Welcome to the show, man. Just finishing up, putting up the setup here, and we're doing a stress test. And this is a man compare it. This is a man to compare it to see what happens after it's done. So once it's done, we're gonna submit it and compare it. And right now, while it's doing that, I'm gonna put the camera right here so you guys can see it. So I'm gonna let you guys know the motherboard was a little pricey. We're talking about, you know, $300 or $400 the price on the motherboard. It's an X299-E Gaming system. It's a Rod Strikes, and in fact I have the box right here. The box is, oh, you see, yeah, you can. There we go. The box is right here. The motherboard. The reason I got this one is because it has 8 slots for memory. And it's running really great. Now,
Lone Star sound went out.
Sound went out? Sorry about that. Is that better? Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that better? Sound went out? Is it back on or is it still out? I hear it. I hear it. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear it? Test 1, 2, 3. Can you guys hear it? Does it sound back? Is it still gone? Let me see if I could hear it here. Test. Does it sound back? Oh yeah, it's back.
Lone Star, yes.
Yeah, it's back. Okay. Well, I was saying at the beginning, I was gonna put this NZTXT. First of all, I was gonna put on this one right now. It's a water cooling one, but it wasn't capable of handling. And it comes with its own thermal paste already, but it's
Lone
not.
Star, I can hear.
It's not capable of handling the CPU, so I ended up putting a Corsair, a longer one with a water cooling system, and I wasn't able to plug in this USB on the secondary on the motherboard because there is no slot for it. Now let's see where we're at with the stress test. Let's see if we could get a submit validation real quick. Okay. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna stop the system. I'm gonna restart it, and I'm gonna go into the motherboard BIOS. I'm gonna shut it down right now. I'm just gonna do an update and shut it down. But the system itself, I like the colors on it.
Lone Star, that computer looks awesome.
Yeah, and it's running good, and it's super quiet. I am so so impressed with the quality of it and how quiet it runs. I just turned it off right now. I'm gonna crank it up again, and I'm gonna go F2. I took off a lot of parts in here that were not necessary. I'll show you a lot of parts on the tower itself. The reason is the more parts you have on the computer, the more heat you're going to generate. They tend to contain a lot of heat. So if you don't need them, take them out. Take them out. You don't really need the parts. I mean, you want to let the air flow, let it flow, you know, because it had all these parts in here for extra hard drives that I don't even need them. In fact, hard drives are not even visible. If you guys notice, I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull back a little bit. Oh, here we go. All right. One thing I like about this right here, I'm going to turn my back to the camera, but I'm going to show you guys here. Look in the top corner, way up there in the corner. 36, 37. That's how hot it gets right now. It's not even hot. It's super cold. It is like super, super cool in there. And then it's taking a 1K of their is utilizing all the power, so it is taking on the frequency. It's 4,500 megahertz right now. The DRAM is running good. So far, the monitor, when I try to monitor itself too, advanced, let me see here. See if I can run a test here. Oh, there it is. There it is. These are temperatures that are supposed to come on. Motherboard temperature. It's really cool. It's not that bad. It's not stressing itself out. It's one of those gaming systems that you're going to be able to push it to a limit. What I've done on this motherboard is, let me exit this and start so I can do another test. I did a benchmark overall. If you ever use benchmark.com, if you ever go in there, you install an app, it runs a little test, it tells you the percentage of gaming and what you're capable of handling. This sucker is capable of handling any game right now. I mean, there shouldn't be an excuse. You could do multitasking on this. You could edit, you could videotape, you could game at the same time. I mean, who's gonna do that? That's ridiculous, huh? Now, one thing I did like about this build was that let me see if I could find one here. Shoot, I don't have it in front of me, but if I did, I would show you a lot of things that I learned on this motherboard. Let me. Oh yeah, here they are. Here, let me get it. I'm gonna get off camera for a bit. Here we are. Now, see all these? There's maybe a stack of these out there. There's like 4 or 5 stacks of these things. Whoa, whoa, look at this. This one's for actually the hard drives. Now, let me show you something about this. The hard drives, they mount up, but they also have 3 of them in the back that you're not even seeing them. They're blocked. So This is not necessary. You're never gonna use these, you know. Hard drives are getting smaller these days. Now, the hard drive I installed is one of these in the motherboard. You can't even see it in there. It's in between here. Let me see if you can see it right there. It's in between these two. You can't even see it. It's blocked by this little metal piece right there. And it has a thermal piece. Now, we're going to go in here. The lighting on it, RGB lighting, I'm sorry. It's really cool if you guys see it. All the slots on memory are full already. And I turn on the audio on the actual on the camera so you guys can listen to it too. The memories, all slots are full. The Corsair's on. We go down to all the GPUs. They're all powered on. The fans are not turning on right now on the GPUs because it's not being stressed right now. There's no gaming or anything going on. So, and no heat's generating right now out of it, which is good. Now in the bottom, AA, I gotta set that up. I haven't programmed it yet. I'm still need to do a couple of things before I actually head out to the next step right now. I did put a CD player on here because they do need it. There it is. It's coming out. It's in there. I put an extra fan in there. 2 more fans in here on the outside. See the fans here? They're on the outside, this part of it. It's 2 more fans, of course. And there's a hard drive. You can see it. It's on the other side of the wall, on the cover. And I'm not going to touch it here. I like the EVGA lighting part of it. I love that part. Cable management, I tied as much as I can. This part, I did zip tie it here. I can't really zip tie anything to that. But I am going to move these cables out of the way. These cables are the actual SATA cables that I am going to tie them up right now in a bit. Other than that, I think this baby's ready to go. It's jamming. It's turning all the cores, of course. And let me see the stress test I did, of course. Let me run it again. I'm going to see if I can run it one more time. It took maybe a couple days because I got a little under the weather right now. It's super hot right now. And I am still sick. Trying to get it over and done with. But I am going to send a couple things, posters and stuff to somebody. That person that's on right now, I'm going to send you some stuff. All these posters that come with it, I don't like them, so I'm going to send you a bunch of stuff. A lot of, you know, swag. A lot of swag, right? So you'll see a box full of swag, dude. Now, on top of it, let me see if I can put this camera a little bit higher, like that. So you guys can see it. Now, this part right here, there's 2 of these. 2 of these EVGA video cards, 1080 Ti cards on there. There's of course, if you guys know about it, they're 11 gigs a piece. Now these are the top brand right now of cards that are out there, and it has 2 of them, and they're very expensive. They're almost close to $1,000 a piece, you know. And but like I said, if you're gonna buy a video card, hold your horses. August 21st or 20th, they're going to come out with a new 1180 Ti, and it's a higher brand, so that 11 gigs is not going to be nothing. It's probably going to be 15 to 20. So right now it's doing the stress test on it. See if I can put it's doing the stress test on the computer. If you guys can see it, I'm going to turn my back a little bit around so you guys can see. Make sure you guys are capable of seeing that stuff. It's doing a stress test on the computer, on the graphic cards and stuff like that. So you guys can see it. I like to turn my back to the camera, but right now I have to hold the camera. It should be done in a bit right now, the test, and I think that we're going to end up the stream like this just to make sure that the stress test is coming on and give you some information about it. But there's nothing much I have to add to this. I wanted to add some more, but I have completed the computer. I'm going to do a collab of videos and put it together and see if I can talk about more of the parts than the freaking computer itself. And right now it's connecting to, it's gathering all the information.
Mamma mia!
Hey Matt, thanks for subscribing, Matt. Welcome to the show. We're doing another build here, and we're just talking about certain parts and certain stress tests we're doing on the test on the machine itself. So I got my back turned to the computer, but I'm trying to see if I could get the camera here and also come in this part right here, so you guys can see it more of the computer itself, and talk about certain parts in here. It has an i9 core, i9, and right now it's still doing the test. It's still doing the stress test on it. It's super quiet. There's a radiator on the top, 2 fans, 1 fan here, and 2 more fans on this side. And you can't even see the hard drives in here. This is a CD player. The hard drive's back there and the other side, but that's a mechanical drive, right? The M.2 is in between these two in the back, in the plate. There's a plate on the motherboard that it covers the M.2, and there's thermal paste on the plate itself, so it could keep the M.2, so it could keep this M.2 1 terabyte. This is it's a Samsung Evo 970, not the 960, it's the 970 or 980. I'm sorry. This is a 970, which is a good one. Now, right now we're doing the stress test on it, and so far it's working. It's working its way in there, and we're trying to get the build to where it's stable enough to make it run. And right now it seems like everything. And if you notice, the fans, like I said, the fans don't turn on for the video cards. They don't turn on because they're not stressed right now. Unless it starts getting too hot for it, they'll crank up. And we're almost done with the test itself, and we're going to see what's going on with the test. It should be done. Do you have any questions on the build? Put them in your comments. Anything you're going to build and you're going to have problems, let me know. I am going to do a review on a laptop that I have here. Actually, I want to give you guys some tips on how to purchase cheap, inexpensive gaming laptops. They're going on the market right now, and where to find them. There's some sites I just found that I was so impressed that I found some gaming machines. I'm going to give you a little glimpse of one. And this is new. This sucker right here, it's an MSI. It's a little dusty, but
Flat 3 to the show. Hi.
Hey man. Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna do an in-depth review on this one. Awesome-ish buy. You could buy it used. It's a 970 video card in here. So I'm gonna do another video on this one by itself, so you guys can check it out. And we should be done with the stress test right now. But another thing is, I like the lighting on the motherboard. If you guys see the lighting, it's engraved
Flat 3
in there.
to the show. What are you doing?
Right now, I have an i9 video card, i9 Intel gaming machine with 2 1080 video cards. If you see the 2 video cards in here, water cooling to the CPU. Super quiet, super low, quiet maintenance. And we're doing a stress test right behind me on the benchmark. We're doing a benchmark on the machine, on the super machine. This is a super machine. Overall cost on the machine was probably around $6,575, I would say, and some cents. The video cards themselves almost $1,000. The memory was $1,400. The
Flat 3 to the show. Are you going to play PUBG on that?
Not today. Not today. No, I'm not today. This is actually going to be out for tomorrow. I have to give it to somebody. It was commissioned for me to give out to build. Yeah, this thing's still going running. I want to. I do want to. And I do want to do a test on it. Are you convincing me? Damn, this guy's convincing me to go and do a test on it. I should go PUBG right now on this one. I should, but you know what? I forgot to turn on the video. Forgot to turn on the wireless. I forgot to tell you something. Let me show you something on the back of the computer. It has the wireless right there. Comes with a wireless antenna too. Tower, top of the tower. There's a couple connections here on top of the tower. It has this mesh. I love about this mesh. You can remove it in case it gets dust bunnies on it.
Lat 3 to the show. How was your day?
It was good. It was actually good today. I'm a little under the weather right now. I'm gonna be playing PUBG around 9 o'clock in about 2 minutes from now. Actually, it's 9 o'clock now, p.m. I'm just gonna here showing off this little machine and ending the stream a little live right now. And as soon as I finish running the tests, I'm gonna cut it and call it a show and come back again. And tomorrow I'm gonna be posting up. If you guys see a couple videos I'm posting up later on the line, I have other stuff I gotta talk about that I just got too. Ooh, I gotta show you guys a little insight. Hold on, let me bring some stuff.
Lat 3 to the show. How are you so rich?
No, brother, I'm not rich. I'm blessed. You don't call it rich. I'm not rich either. I'm rich in love. Check this out. A little insight on something. I'm gonna talk about this along with another new gaming controller to combine together. This will be the next review. This is something I think it's well worth buying because it charges your cell phone too. You could charge any cell phone you have. It could be your Android or it could be your Apple iOS. It is freaking awesome, and it's a gamepad, and it charges your mouse at the same time. So we're gonna talk about that one. I'm gonna put it back here. This one, and then we're gonna challenge this mouse. Let me go get the other one. One more. If I can find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. We're going to talk about which one's better.
Johnzilla CX.
Hey, Johnzilla CX, welcome to the stream, man. Right now we're talking a live build. We did a live build a couple streams ago. We've been putting it back together, back and forward. We're going to compare mouse pads later on. A couple of wireless mouse pads that you guys could like. And we're going to talk about them. And we're going to also talk about the mouse. And is it worth even buying these? And is it worth even spending? Which one's better? Which one do you guys like? We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to pick my best one on this one. Either this one. And I have, of course, there another one that I have to talk about it. We're going to compare maybe 4 or 5 mouse today. Not today. I'm doing a video on them. And it's going to have probably the 2018's best mouse that I think it's best.
Lat 3 to the show. Do you do giveaways?
Yes, I do. I do. So in fact, we're gonna give out games later on. I have 4 more games to give out. Every day I have 4 or 5 games to give out, but I've been slow on giving them out. I am gonna start giving hardware out and software.
Lat 3 to the show. Like what?
Well, you know what? I was thinking about giving my old mouse that I don't even use. I got this mouse. Let me see if I have it here. You might want it. And I'm not giving it away today, but I'm going to show you a little bit inside. Have you guys ever heard of this mouse? A Razer Naga Epic Chromo. It has a let me see if I put the little camera here.
Lat 3 to the show. I'll take it.
So this mouse, check it out, man. You guys see this mouse? Well, I'll tell you how we can do it. When I hit that 10,000 subscribers, I'll start giving out free stuff, to be honest with you. Right now, it's not worth giving out the stuff if I'm losing out more money than I'm gaining. I don't even gain enough money. I mean, monthly, they don't get any pennies and nickels and dimes right now for the number of subscribers I have. Like I said, I wish I could start giving out free stuff right now, but it's going to have to be a while until we get more subscribers, I do want to give out the stuff. I'm loading it up, and I'm gonna start giving out stuff to loyal subscribers that have been here for a while and come back. I am gonna send out some sweet swag for those guys.
Last 3 to the show. I need that, then I will have a full Razer gaming setup.
Look at that. You know what this Razer is for? What's it used for? Do you know? What's the #1 game they're playing with? Do you guys know? Can you guys answer it? And I'll give you a quick answer. This mouse is popular on what game? Hey man, welcome to the stream, brother. If you're new to the stream, Johnzilla, if
Lone
you're
Star,
new,
wow.
Johnzilla, if you're new to the stream, please subscribe. Thank you for coming back here and letting you guys know. I'm still running a couple of tests in here, but
Last 3 to the show. Am I a loyal subscriber?
hey, you've been here a while. Yeah, I guess consider you a loyal subscriber, man. You know, first I gotta, like I said, I gotta retain some people. I know I got some swag in here and stuff like that. Like all these old video cards I have in here, they're collecting
Descent
dust.
323, a strange one.
Hey, Descent, I got a question for you. Do you want to play PUBG in 10 minutes? So I got this video card. It's a 4 gig video card. I'm gonna give this one away to Stagger because that fool doesn't have a
Mamma mia.
laptop. Oh man, thank you, man. Again, subscribing again. So this is an old video card. I got tons of these, and they're old. This is a 4 gig. I actually have a 2 gig, a 1 gig, but they're still good for gaming. I mean, people still love them.
Lone Star, World of Warcraft mouse.
No.
Descent 323, LOL, let's do it.
All right, I'll be there. Descent. No. That mouse is being used for Fortnite right now. It's super popular for Fortnite right now. It's one of the most popular mouse to use because people use the number mouse for all the builds. I didn't know that until I started seeing more streamers. I think Ninja had a mouse like that, and he downsized it to a different mouse now. So I'm gonna follow up and see if he's still using it. But that was one of his old mouse that he had. Now, let me talk a little bit more about this fan here. This fan was in here in this machine, but because it lights up, it has RGB.
Last 3 to the show. How much does it cost?
$100. It's probably like 80 now, but it was $100 during the time. Now, this is a big fan. White fan, it was on it. But the only problem is that the light, it was lighting up. Let me see if I can get the camera in here. This was lighting up. See the line rings? It lights up the whole thing in different colors. And
Last 3 to the show. It's not that much.
it's not. It's not. You must be rich. Anyways, we're gonna call in the end right now, and we're gonna come back and play PUBG in a bit. But we are gonna put this together, give it out now to the customer that actually asked for this computer, this monstrosity machine, and I'm gonna come
Last
back.
3 to the show. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back and play PUBG right now in a couple minutes. So if you guys want to stick around, we'll come back in about what, 10 minutes, 20 minutes before 10 minutes. I would say 10 minutes. We'll come back. But everybody that just came and joined us, thank you guys for the stream. Any questions you guys have on the machine, I could answer them. I'm doing a review on this mouse here, the G903, and we're gonna do another review on this Corsair. I don't know the model name on the Corsair, but it has that third button I like about it. And on top of that, we're going to do a review on this wireless. It's for the
Lat 3 to the show. Lat 3 to the show donated $10. Lone Star did benchmark finish.
It did. It did. I'm going to post it up later on the collab folder. I'll put it all together and I'll put it in there on the video content that I'm doing for the computer, and I'll make sure you guys see it on the last video. But I'm going to edit the video tonight, see if I can publish it tomorrow. But right now I'm just giving you a little insight of what I'm doing. Tomorrow I'm going to be filming more, and over the holiday I think I'm going to film some more. So overall, I'm going to call this a successful life. Thank you guys for coming back, and Lone Star, I got your back. I got your back. Got your back, Lone Star.
Lat 3 to the show. Can I order a computer from you?
I don't build custom machines for people that I don't know that much because the only reason is that I try not to because I don't want to get involved every time they have to upgrade their computer or every time they have to fix your computer. Just because I built it. Just because I built it doesn't mean I have to continue on. I don't like to build machines for people. Only for family and friends. That's about it. But other than that, I don't go there. That's the only reason. I hate to get bothered every time. Hey, can you fix my computer? Can you do this? You know, so I tend not to do that. If you guys understand. Anyways, that calls it. I'll call it a live stream. And thank you guys for coming by. And if it's your first time, make sure you guys subscribe. And all those 3 new subscribers that just subscribed, thank you guys for making this show happen. And hopefully we hit that 10,000 mark this year. We'll end up giving some free stuff away, some free swag, everything I have.
Lat 3 to the show. I am family.
Then I know who you are. Then, anyways, I'll let you guys go. Over and out.